How's everybody doing? Buenas tardes, buenas tardes. Una directa en vivo que vamos a hacer en español. Unos minuticos antes de empezar el live en inglés. We're going to do an Spanish live before at 3 p.m. a regular live. So I will say a few things in Spanish for my people that they're following the brand. ¿Cómo están, mi gente? ¿Cómo están? Mi nombre es Yanko Maceda, fundador de Tabanero Cigars, y estamos en Tampa, Florida. Hacemos tabacos puros respecto a las cosas que están sucediendo en el mundo, en los Estados Unidos, aquí en Tabanero. Hemos estado comentando qué tan cansados estamos por el ejercicio mental de seguir adelante con nuestros planes. El correo electrónico que mandamos hoy a los subscribers, a las personas que están suscritas en nuestro email list. Thank you guys, gracias. En our email list se refiere a failure, a fallar, a darte por vencido. Nosotros todos los domingos mandamos un email respecto a reflexionar, inspirar. Y este domingo estábamos hablando de cuando sentimos que estamos perdidos, hasta que nosotros no nos demos por vencidos, no hemos terminado. Mi gente, vamos a hacer a las 3 de la tarde, 3 p.m. will be the live in English, 3 p.m. Vamos a hablar un poco del correo electrónico que se puso en inglés. Y algunos de ustedes sé que saben hablar inglés, otros van a tener que hacer la traducción. Y el correo electrónico dice así: I used to think of the word failure whenever I was not able to accomplish something I had in mind, or when the outcome of things were not the ones I was expecting. Prácticamente estamos diciendo que se pensaba en que habíamos fallado cuando las cosas no salían exactamente como la queríamos. Hasta un punto que uno llega a un punto de madurez y entiende de que uno no ha fallado rotundamente hasta que no te des por vencido. Y es algo que vamos todos los días experimentando en el mundo de los negocios. Cuando tú decides emprender este camino de los negocios, no hay cavidad para la palabra fallar, la palabra failure. Porque cuando descubres algo que no se siente como sacrificio, que se siente como algo que disfrutas mucho, aunque te canse mentalmente, físicamente, no existe espacio para darnos por vencidos. El mero Crespo, un saludo. Noel, un saludo. Entonces los invito a que cualquier plan que estaban trabajando y pensaron que no valía la pena, o pensaron de que ya habían fallado, que sigan adelante, que no va a haber un fallo rotundo mientras que no te des por vencido. Y he aprendido con los años que para no darnos por vencidos tienes que estar haciendo algo, haber descubierto algo que te guste. De la única forma de descubrir algo que te guste es tratando. Uno empieza a fumar puros y si te ayudaron, te llevaron en la dirección correcta para que entiendas el sentido de qué cosa es fumar un puro hecho a mano, no te vas a dar por vencido, lo vas a necesitar, como cualquier cosa que disfrutas en la vida. Vas a sentir que todos los domingos vas a querer prender tu puro y reflexionar en nuestras vidas. Lo vuelvo y repito, el puro de nosotros es hecho aquí en Tampa, Florida, y empezamos ahora a fabricar también en Nicaragua. Estamos fabricando en Nicaragua, ya tenemos un buen inventario en Nicaragua, gracias a mi gran amigo, a mi hermano de industria, Raymond Pages, y lo tuvimos que hacer ya que hemos estado parados por 6 meses aquí en la producción, pero como pueden observar ya estamos cerca de 50,000 y 60,000 puros hechos en Nicaragua. Ese es el stock que estamos haciendo en Nicaragua. Y eso es prácticamente no dándonos por vencidos, no aceptando failure. No hemos podido conseguir tabaqueros cubanos aquí en los Estados Unidos, pero eso no quiere decir que es el final. Siempre estamos buscando otras formas de seguir adelante, de seguir en el sueño de hacer esta marca una marca mundial. Nosotros aquí en Tabanero creemos en el placer que da el arte del tabaco hecho a mano, que de alguna forma cuando lo estás disfrutando te deja parar el tiempo, ya que te baja la presión sanguínea con un buen puro. Usualmente cuando estás más en el momento de las cosas que están sucediendo en tu momento, por alguna razón empiezas a reflexionar. Y después de un rato de reflexión, que fuiste atrás a tu pasado, viste cómo has estado yendo hasta ese momento, lo próximo es pensar en el futuro, planear el futuro. Ese es el por qué nosotros hacemos puros aquí en los Estados Unidos. Estamos en una larga espera aquí en los Estados Unidos. Estamos en una larga espera también en Latinoamérica, en los países que, por supuesto, que todos que están afectados por la economía de los Estados Unidos. Estamos en una larga espera por la sencilla razón de que todavía no es oficial quién es el líder de esta gran nación. No tenemos oficialmente, todavía no se ha decidido quién es el líder de esta gran nación. Muchos que conocemos el comunismo, muchos que conocemos el sistema comunista, muchos que nacimos allí, que lo experimentamos, estamos muy preocupados de que esta gran nación no vaya en esa dirección. Tenemos nuestras razones para pensar de que existiera la posibilidad, si las cosas no se dieran como deben ser, de que este país fuese en una dirección socialista, comunista, la cual a un empresario, a una persona que es dueño de negocio, no tiene ningún interés en que este país vaya en esa dirección. Entonces hemos estado muy cansados mentalmente por todo esto que parece que no termina. Primero fue la pandemia, pensamos que íbamos a salir de la pandemia, pensamos que ya estábamos al final ya de la carrera y resulta que no, que la carrera se está prolongando mucho más. Y de verdad que estamos muy cansados. Comentamos con muchos dueños de negocio y sienten lo mismo, están muy cansados por esta guerra mental. Pero estamos seguros estamos que esta nación tiene que tomar el camino correcto. Esta nación tiene que entender que la única forma de mantener nuestra libertad es tomando la decisión correcta y apoyando la decisión que se tome en este país para seguir teniendo a alguien fuerte, alguien que no le debe nada a nadie y alguien que quiere lo mejor para esta gran nación. Mi gente, hoy es domingo, es un día definitivamente bien relajado, ya que todo el mundo está en ese módulo de relajación. Nadie te llama para molestarte, ni los telemarketing te llaman. No te llaman ni la gente del warranty sales expiring, la gente que Hilton Hotel, ni los telemarketing te llaman el domingo. Es un día bien relajado, así que les encomiendo que prendan un buen puro y reflexionen hasta este momento cómo ha ido sus vidas y cómo pueden mejorar. Este es el live, la directa en vivo en español a las 3 de la tarde, 3 p.m. We will do our live in English. So when you see the second notice that we are live, it will be in English. And we have a lot to talk in English. A lot to document, a lot to share with you guys. We are really close to big changes that is going to keep pushing us to go to another level as a brand. Estaba diciendo que a las 3 de la tarde va a ser el live en inglés. Tenemos mucho que comentar en inglés. La producción en Nicaragua va muy bien, gracias al Señor que está entre nosotros y al señor Raymond Pages. Está haciendo un trabajo excelente y seguimos adelante. Dios sabe que siempre le manda sus más grandes batallas a sus guerreros que tienen la capacidad de ganarlas y de pasar por ellas. Entonces el hecho que ya hemos estado 7 meses sin tabaquero y seguimos aquí operando, quiere decir que esa batalla que nos ha mandado Dios, este guerrero y los que tienen alrededor han sido capaces de afrontar esa batalla y seguir adelante. Mi gente, los voy a dejar. Vamos a prepararnos para el live en inglés. English live at 3 p.m. So I will let you guys go and enjoy your Sunday. Thank you very much. Gracias, muchas gracias. Y nos vemos el domingo que viene. Si tienen alguna pregunta, háganla por favor, que yo les respondería. Muchísimas gracias. Que tengan un bello domingo. With the previews. We are on. All right. How's everybody doing? This is Yanko Maceda, founder of Tabanero Cigars. And today is Sunday, right here in Tampa, Florida, and many other parts of the world. Today is a day to reflect. Today, the visionaries, the big dreamers, they're already planning the week ahead. It's a comfortable day to stay comfortable because everybody's in their own thing. You not even have telemarketing calling you and offering you things. Everything stops. So Sunday is a day to reflect. And because we believe in the enjoyment of craftsmanship, that somehow allows you to stop time, reflect on life, and plan the future ahead, today is going to be a day to celebrate. How's everyone doing? I want to thank you. I want to thank you because the online sales have been going crazy. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. This brand keeps striving, keeps going forward because of your support, because you believe in our dream of becoming a worldwide brand made right here in Tampa, Florida. We're really small beginnings, and we got before the pandemic, or the virus that came from China, we were able to accomplish 120,000 cigars a year. We were booming. We have plans to start manufacturing in Nicaragua because we were not making enough cigars right here in Tampa to supply our demand, and also to take the chance to go wholesale. But thank you very much, guys. It's been a really challenging year. Because we have to effort ourselves at least 4 more times to get half of the results that we used to get. I've been wearing many hats. I think I've been doing myself, Karen, my son. We've been doing the work of 3 or 4 people at the same time. We haven't had any cigar rollers, and we still continue selling from our inventory, which is almost ready to deplete, because we don't have a lot of the sizes, vitolas, the different cigars that we usually carry. But we have faith that with your support and understanding, we will continue going forward. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas. I hope you celebrate with your families this Christmas. We will celebrate here in Tabanero on the 17th. Next Thursday, we will have our third Thursday. And we're going to be tasting the Bocado. This is going to be the Bocado, same blend that we have right here, that we designed in Tampa. It's a blend of Ecuador, Nicaragua, and Colombia. It's a full body cigar. I already was fortunate to try 2 different Bocados, and they're amazing. They're excellent. A lot of flavor on a 60 gauge by 4 inches, 4 inches and a quarter. It's an amazing cigar. This third Thursday, we are going to taste the Bocado. I heard that most of the tickets are already sold, so I think it's going to be an excellent event. Of course, I will be here. We'll be talking about the Bocado, listen to everybody's comments on the Bocado. This is pretty fresh. It is pretty fresh. So we will have to smoke thinking and intending what could happen in 90 days when we believe they will be ready. If I'm not mistaken, we are almost at 50,000 cigars in Nicaragua already produced in inventory, already labeled and cellophane to be able to ship January to the U.S. We're bringing three different cigars, three Robustos and three Toros. Guys, today's email, Sunday email, to reflect, to enjoy your Sunday, to think about life, think how challenged this year is. Today's email, for those who are already signing our email campaign, it's about failure. Today's email is about failure. I remember how that word used to be pretty popular on my vocabulary, and little by little it has disappeared because I don't feel I failed. And I will read the email so you can understand why I don't feel I failed anymore. I used to think of the word failure whenever I was not able to accomplish something I had in mind, or when the outcome of things were not the ones I was expecting. But in reality, failure is when you give up. When you give up, when you stop going at it, that's when you fail. We started manufacturing cigars on December 15, 2010. So this December 15 is going to be 10 years that we've been manufacturing cigars. And we have many occasions to give up, to throw the towel and say no more. This is really difficult because Tobacco Trade Bureau taxes, because FDA, because situation on unrest, social unrest in Nicaragua, not able to bring the tobacco needed to make cigars. We have many occasions to give up, but I said no, because failure is not on my mind. Failure is not in my vocabulary. Long time ago, I forgot the word failure. Un saludo a mi hermano Raymond Pages. Un saludo a mi hermano Raymond. Me da mucha alegría que esté observando. Ya hicimos el live en español. Este es en inglés, pero quédate ahí y escucha un poco. So guys, failure is not on my vocabulary. I will never fail because I don't give up. I don't give up. If I'm here on earth and I'm alive, there's no room for failure. I will keep at it because I believe on what we're doing. With our factory matches, it is okay to puff Thursday. Bocado that we're going to be tasting on Thursday, the way they put the leaf on the cigar, on such a short cigar, you are right at the spot of the leaf, of the flavor, right in the beginning. This one, the Big Daddy, being 6.5 inches, most of your beginning is going to be pretty pleasant, mild, and you can get confused. You can think, well, this is a mild cigar, but don't get confused. As soon as it gets warm up on the first inch, it will open up and give you his true essence of the flavor of this good cigar. It is a Nicaraguan filler with binder and wrapper Ecuadorian. And if I'm not mistaken, we also add a little bit of Colombia inside of this nice Big Daddy.
So you get the target for the year, and then you break it down to your territories, break it down to the craft, and break it down to different customers that you already have, and say, okay, here's your target, and then at a customer level, what do you need to
Pretty balanced. It's still a really fresh cigar. These are the first testings, first samples that we have tried, and so far I'm really pleased with it. I always believe that there's always room to get to another level. There's always room to get to another level. But so far, I'm pretty satisfied with this Big Daddy that we have manufactured in collaboration with our good friend and industry brother, Raymond Pages.
I don't know anything about it, so I'll have to hire people. But that's definitely
There's no secret that it's been a difficult year, a pretty difficult year. We have effort ourselves at least 3 or 4 times of what we used to get half of the results. But I guess because there's no room for failure for a true passionate tobacconist, we will continue at it. We will continue at it. We will never give up. We will never give up. This week has been a pretty tiring week because we were working on the electrical. I was working on the electrical of the shipping container to move the box shop, to move where we make the boxes to a shipping container, insulated shipping container that is 5 minutes from the factory. So it will be easy, pretty short commute between here, the factory, and the shipping container to be able to train the person that is going to be making boxes. It was tiring because I have done electrical, I have done plumbing, I have done drywall. I have learned many trades in my life. Not much of air conditioning and not much of welding. I would like to learn welding. That is something that I want to learn pretty soon, how to weld. And welding in the U.S. is a lot easier because it's thick welding. It's a machine with a wire that is so easy. Now we're going to take a moment to welcome Karen Lozano. Karen Lozano. Yeah, I'm nervous. Thank you, Karen.
You're welcome.
Say hello to the camera.
Hello.
Merry Christmas, guys. Thank you, Karen. This is our Taba Brew moment. Our Taba Brew moment. Let's clean the palate first with some sparkling water, and then have our Taba Brew roaster right here in Tampa, Florida. Thanks to Joe, a good friend of the brand, a good friend of mine. We're gonna be putting Taba Brew on Rolling Oats. It's a market right here, local market in Tampa, Florida, a gourmet market, and we're gonna have our Taba Brew brand in that market. And he's also talking about distributing through Cheney Brothers. Most my mind for 3 years to be able to move from the warehouse that we rent, the storage warehouse that we rent. It's about 15 minutes from here, 5 minutes from home. Going home is 5 minutes from home. But I'd rather sacrifice being so close to home to be close to the factory. I think it's better to be close to the factory. I want to be closer to the factory again, so it's easier for me to go back and forth, train the new people, and be in action. Hopefully, by when a couple of more years, Teslas will be completely autonomous, and I just got to jump in the car and tell them, take me to the box shop, and not even think that I'm going to the box shop. It's going to happen soon. So we're celebrating that we accomplish having the power right there on that property, having the first container ready, and now the few next containers that we're gonna prepare with air conditioning, humidity to keep tobacco, I'll be able to work on that with help, of course, while I'm training or supervising someone that will be making the boxes.
Like I already submitted my application, so I can defend it. So
I was for, I don't know, 2 minutes talking to you guys, drinking coffee. This cigar is right at the beginning. Usually when it's a fresh cigar or it's not well constructed, it will go off right there at the beginning because there's not a lot of ash to insulate the heat and they go off. And as you can see, it's still lead. Thank you, Raymond. Thank you. Thank you for that amazing work and your expertise and your knowledge about good tobacco. We keep going forward. Raymond's been doing a great job aging the cigars, not rushing the process. So when the cigars are here in January, they will be perfect. And I'm going to show you some of the inventory, some of the Nicaragua inventory that is ready. I'm going to give you a breeze. If we show, can we show the Nika video? So my clients can understand that there's no room for failure, that even that I don't agree on plan B or plan C, I only got one plan to become a worldwide brand. We've been getting ourselves ready in Nicaragua. That's right there, you can see some of the inventory. That's herb blends. They're being made right here in Tampa for years, almost 10 years. We finally decided to do a collaboration with Raymond Pages, and he's, wow. He has definitely, because of the infrastructure that he has in Nicaragua, the good ethics, the good procedures to cure tobacco, he has taken herb blends to another level, Look at this Big Daddy. So guys, it's been a difficult year. But thank you very much for the amazing support. It never passed through my mind that we will fail. I was always reinventing myself to continue going forward. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. We believe in the enjoyment of craftsmanship that allows you to stop time, reflect on life, and plan the future ahead. And thanks to you guys, we keep going forward. It's definitely difficult times because I can't deny the fear has been in my mind many times. I never been bit by alligator. I never been in a fight with a lion. But for what I seen on movies, on videos, it must be something pretty difficult. It will be pretty difficult to encounter a wild animal like that. You will probably lose part of your body, and if you survive, you will be, you will have, you will pretty mentally damaged or psychological for the rest of your life. And let me tell you, it is a kind of similar feeling when you were born in communist. When you were born in communist and you experienced communist and you have no point of reference, you thought that was the only way. But when you come to this great country and you experience real freedom, you really fear communists. And for the 20-something years that I've been in this country, I never fear communists like I felt it right now. And I can't just do my life and not talk about this. Yes, in this last few months, I have felt fear for communists. And I'm working on it on my own way to let that fear, wipe that fear away from me, because they say that you will always face your bigger fears. So I'm working on not to be a big fear in my mind, but I have felt them many times. I'm praying that this country continue in the right hands. I'm praying for this country to go forward as a free country. Because I'm telling you, communists can bite as an alligator or eat you like a lion. It's not a joke. It's people, I see a lot of people thinking that that will never happen here. Just pay attention what's happening with social media. We got to be careful the words that we say, express ourselves in social media, because they're shutting down videos. They're taking information out of social media if it doesn't go with their agenda. That is an example of communist. This is a free country, and we only have 2 TV channels really saying the truth about what's going on. Only 2. You imagine if we go communist, if we go socialist, there will be no channels. There will be no channels talking about the truth. And yes, we talk about cigars. This is a live about Tabanero cigars. This is about what customers, we've been talking about it. And I have to say it. It's not a joke, and it's starting to feel like we can make the mistake going that way. So our country needs to support so we can keep it a free state, so we can keep it free, to have a freedom of speech. And cigars has always been part of that conversation. Cigars has been always part of that reflection, how to keep a free country, how to continue going forward. I own a business. I understand what freedom means. I was born in a communist system. I was able to escape when I was 16. And I'm telling you, it's no joke. It's no joke. It's no joke. So we can't ignore the fact. Some of my colleagues in here in Ybor have mentioned as a talk. I don't really care who will be the president of the United States. That's not my issue. I said, well, I hope if you keep that attitude and you really don't care, just to give you an idea, more regulation, it will bring FDA back into the game of cigars. And if FDA is able to go through their plan, the regulating plan, we will out of the water. We will disappear. The small cigar business will disappear. And that has to do with regulations. We will disappear because we don't have the amount of money needed to face FDA. I think the cigar industry will be kept by 2 big industries. The small cigar entrepreneur, it will go away if we get, again, regulation from FDA. So be careful what you wish for. Be careful when you say you don't care, because your life can be affected as enormous overnight. I remember coming to United States on July. I escaped the regime of Cuba on October 29. And I remember even the airport of Miami talking to my mom, pretty secretive, with my mom about the regime, about Fidel, about the dictators. And she said, no, you don't have to speak so low here. You're already in the United States. There's freedom of speech. And I said, what is that? What does that mean? Yeah, you can talk loud. You can say whatever you want. It took me years to understand the meaning of that. And believe me, I don't want to lose it. And we're already losing it on social media. You got to be really careful what you say, because they can shut you down. They can shut you down. That is experiencing a communist regime, a socialist regime. It's not a joke. And it started already with social media. It started with most of the media. So please don't take it like it's nothing is gonna happen. It will do happen if we support a bad decision.
Stay there.
Going pretty good. It's warming up. Perfect draw, 60 gauge by 6.5. Big Daddy. Ecuadorian wrapper. I will sit down in Nicaragua and have a conversation with my good friend and industry brother, Raymond Pages, because I believe that he has mentors of a Cuban style cigar. So most of his blends are Cuban style. But I do a lot of reflection about this. Once you bring a new product into the US, somehow you need to feel your clientele. What are they asking for? What are they asking for? And what I mean by that is that when I was in Mexico City, Distrito Federal, tacos were different. Tacos, the concept of tacos, Mexican food, it was pretty different. When you bring that concept here to the United States, I don't think it will work as in Mexico because of the ingredients, the way they eat it. They got to tweak it a little bit right here in the United States to adapt the Mexican cuisine to the American lifestyle, to the American palate that they have developed in many years. When you bring a Cuban style cigar to the US, you can please a lot of people that are looking for a mild blend for a pretty balanced cigar. But also we got to understand that craft beer has become so popular because of the full flavor, a lot of flavor from a craft beer that they're not present on other beers. So that's why a lot of cigars have become pretty popular in here in the United States with pretty thick wrappers, a lot of flavor from the wrapper. You don't got a perfect burning, but you have a lot of oils on the wrapper. You have a lot of aroma coming from the wrapper. And Cuban style, it's a lot against the thick wrappers because Cubans, they're more concentrating on the burning of the cigar, how the cigar looks. And sometimes they forget that it's not all about looks, it's also about taste. So I will have to sit down and share my ideas with my new brother in Nicaragua and share how things work right here in the US. There's no secrets that most of us, we don't really drink coffee anymore. We drink syrups. We drink syrups with coffee. Just look at it, how you go to a Starbucks and nobody, the newer generation, they're not really ordering a coffee. They're ordering a syrup with a little bit of coffee. So we can't deny that. We have to also think that we need to make cigars for everybody. I'm not saying to infuse a cigar. I'm saying that some cigars in our portfolio, they need to please the newer generation, that they're looking for more full flavor cigars, more sweeter cigars. And how you accomplish sweeter cigars, it would be with broadleaf, it will be Condega, Umetepe, it will be with some of the American tobaccos. And some of the Cuban masters, they're against US tobaccos. They say they're pretty thick, they don't add too much flavor to the blend. And I think they're being too conservative. We still waiting for Cuba to become a free country, a free state, for us to be able to enjoy the Cuban cigars and to compare at the same level with the cigars made in Nicaragua, Dominican Republic. I had a conversation with a lady. I was having dinner in my anniversary, Casa Estefano, and she's Cuban, and she said that she'd rather have Dominican tobacco because Nicaraguan tobacco is too spicy and it dries a lot her throat. That is her personal preference. That is her personal, as an individual. I have heard that comment from people with Dominican tobacco. In my experience, when I have a pure and Dominican cigar, it really dries my throat. It really dries my mouth. So I'm more into a blend that has mostly Nicaragua, not entire Nicaragua. if I smoke something that is entire Nicaragua, it will be too much on my throat. So I understand what you're saying. All right, guys, I think we've been on here half an hour. I don't want to go over 30 minutes. We're going to let it grow little by little. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you guys tuning in and listening to me in another Sunday. I apologize. Last Sunday I couldn't make it. We were working hard in the shipping containers to move the box shop to the shipping containers. So it was a long weekend working in the yard, making it happen. But we accomplished. Guys, thank you very much. And always remember Tabanero as the enjoyment of craftsmanship that somehow allows you to stop time, reflect on life, and plan the future ahead. Thank you very much, and I will see